Ladies and gents, welcome to CG Reaction. This is AC-130J Ghostriders and Reaper drones behind the boat strikes. Yeah, okay, the boat strikes has been a big thing recently when it comes to US versus Venezuela drug cartel. Why am I watching this video? Because I fucking love AC-130. The day I realized what that thing is, I'm like, first of all, no way any military makes a thing just like that. But I guess US military does. Basically a tank, bigger than tank, just more than tank, flying and circling like a vulture over your head and throwing howitzers at your head. To me, as a kid in me, that just blows my mind. How insane AC-130 is. Yes, in modern world, probably doesn't work. Major powers can shoot it down very easily. It's not a stealth plane. But imagine like in the past, or like people who don't have anti-air defenses like that. AC-130, right? Like how insane that is. Just circles over you like a vulture, throws firepower. That's just insane. I didn't know they use AC-130 to do that. I thought they used something like F-35 or something. But why the fuck not? There you go. Here comes a flying tank, basically. It's going to be interesting. Let's do this one.
The Pentagon has been secretive about the weapons and intelligence used in its controversial strikes on alleged drug boats in South America.
It's all classified, we can't talk about it now.
But the department's own videos show munitions and markings that offer clues about some of the platforms used to take out more than 25 boats and kill more than 100 people, numbers that are only poised to rise. Here's what we know about two of the weapons that are being used in the campaign.
Why the fuck would you?
First, there's the Ghostриder, also known as the...
Look at that. Look at this. This is insane, man. The whole plane is a cargo, C-130 cargo plane. They just weaponized it.
Also known as the AC-130J gunship. These are highly modified C-130 planes made by Lockheed Martin. They're about as big as a 737, they're operated by a crew of airmen, and they're armed with some serious weaponry. Toward the front of the aircraft is a single-barrel 30mm Bushmaster automatic cannon that can shoot up to 200 rounds per minute. When fired, it looks like this. Further back on the left is the biggest gun on the plane, a side-firing 105mm howitzer that can shoot
100mm howitzer. That to me is just insane shit. The howitzers are made to like shoot in an arc on ground. They're like, fuck it, let's put it in a plane.
different types of artillery shells. Those cause a much larger explosion. Then under the wings are hardpoints that can carry 4 munitions per side, like GBU-39s and Hellfire missiles.
Of course it has GBU and Hellfire missiles, because why would it not? Why would you not give it that? Of course.
Good, hold it.
Air Force officials say the Ghostriders' main purpose is to bring troops home, so the aircraft has historically been used to provide close air support and bomb threats that are...
I just can't. Its main purpose is to bring troop homes. And if you want to bring troop homes safely, yeah, AC-130 is your thing. That is so indirect way of saying, like, this is so badass, like, yeah, your people are coming home. Of course they are.
Approaching friendly troops. But in recent months, the AC-130J has been deployed to the Caribbean. And based on videos of the strikes, experts say the gunship is being used to attack alleged drug boats. For example, they say this is the gunship firing on a submersible. The long green crosshair matches that in other AC-130J videos. And the rounds appear to be from the 30mm autocannon. You can see them come one after the other. The strikes can also look like this.
To me, it kind of makes sense because a fighter plane is really fast. I mean, sure, you can target boats, I mean, modern technology. But AC-130 is slow enough, and the way it's made that it can circle around the target is much easier to shoot from than I guess, plane. And why would you use plane? Planes are fighter jet planes, I mean. They're such a high-tech thing, like operating hours are probably much more costlier than AC-130.
Operate the weapons, the AC-130J requires a crew of airmen. An aircraft commander and co-pilot fly the plane, a combat systems officer, or CISO, and a weapons systems officer, or WISO, control the triggers, and 4 special mission aviators handle the munitions, load the guns, and conduct maintenance. Each AC-130J costs about $165 million, can fly 350 miles per hour, and has a range of 3,000 miles, which can be extended with aerial refueling. From where it's been spotted in El Salvador and Puerto Rico, that puts the aircraft well within range of drug smuggling routes in the Caribbean and Eastern Pacific. Then there are MQ-9 Reaper drones, which are also deployed to the Caribbean. These drones, made by General Atomics, are remotely piloted aircraft that can collect intelligence and strike targets. The Reaper transports weapons under its wings and can hold up to 3,800 pounds of munitions. The hardpoints on the aircraft can carry all kinds of different laser and GPS-guided munitions, including Hellfires, Paveways, and JDAMs. Service members load munitions by hand, sometimes with the help of a vehicle. And because the aircraft is highly flexible, it can carry several different kinds of munitions at the same time. Experts say several strikes in the Caribbean and Eastern Pacific appear consistent with Reaper markings. Each Reaper is controlled by a pilot and a sensor operator working from a...
With a PlayStation 4 controller. Yeah, this is the world we live in. US troops can literally sit in a chair comfortably in like some kind of a base and shoot down anyone with a Reaper drone. Why would you not do that if you can't do that? That's the world.
Ground control station. The pilot manages the aircraft's flight path and movement, and the sensor operator manages the sensors and guides the munitions. The Reaper's advanced sensors make it much more than a weapon. It's also used to gather intelligence and conduct surveillance and reconnaissance. At 36 feet long, the Reaper is about a third of the size of a 737, and it can fly for more than 24 hours.
Yeah, bigger thing is it's stealthy because of its size. It's so small, it can be very stealthy.
At a time. One Reaper costs about $16 million.
What? That's chiller. That's like, like paper change. Well, that's just nothing. 16 million is nothing when it comes to military things and what it can do. Like, I'm surprised US now is just like making Reaper drones left and right. Just like build a ton of them and just use that. Why would you use anything else?
According to General Atomics. The U.S. strikes began in the Caribbean in September, but have since ramped up in the Pacific, signaling a broader and sustained campaign. Members of the Trump administration have accused the people transporting the drugs of being terrorists.
These are a direct military threat to the United States of America. They're trying to drug out our country.
Military threat? It's a threat. How is it a military threat?
But some members of Congress say they are alleged criminals. And since they aren't in an armed conflict with the U.S., the strikes on them are illegal and a possible war crime.
What?
U.S.
That's it?
Strikes
yeah,
on
okay.
them.
Pause, man. All right. Okay, it's probably a war crime, but then again, like, all right, it's like... It's a very weird scenario. People are playing it like, is it a war crime? Is it not a war crime? And in the end, what senator says don't matter. It's like you need to ask military. Military is much more competent than your senators ever will. So like, question your military. Like, what justification you had to attack them? Are they really what you say they are? Because if they're a cartel member because of drugs, I understand that. Drugs are fucked up. Way too many lives gets ruined. Fentanyl just fucked up. Yeah, I see that, right? If their own president is somehow behind this, as they claim. Again, these are all claims. I don't know shit. But if that's the case, I kind of understand that. But yeah, I don't know where this is going to lead to. But yeah, US has too many equipments, man. Like, yeah, why use AC-130 either? Like, just use Reaper drones. What resistance you going to face? Like, I don't know. But I guess they just had AC-130. They're like, we're going to use it. It's badass. There you go. All right, well, if you like my next one, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.